Does getting long in the tooth bring you closer to the truth? True, you're more likely to lean right if you have to pee 5 times a night. For me, it's 4. According to the Wall Street Journal, as you age, you become more conservative because the more you learn, the more you wise up. You also become more likely to consume Relief Factor by the truckload. Researchers say as you make more money and acquire more assets, you're going to prefer more conservative policies, like lower taxes that help you protect what you earned, which will enable you to give a generous tip to that nice young man at Applebee's. But also, you live long enough to see that none of the Democrats' promises ever come true, and that you accrue these things through hard work and savings, and not from stealing it from your child's college fund. And as you pass middle age and approach retirement, eventually you'll start to lean right, and not just because of the hip replacement. Stability trumps change, which is why liberal policies that destroy social order aren't popular with folks who've spent decades building a foundation for themselves and their families. So what's this mean for 2024? Well, if you can't tell by the commercials on this channel, Americans are getting older. Their idea of a Green New Deal is a fresh shipment of Balance of Nature veggie capsules. Of course, we'll also need pillows and ointments, and most of all, gold. Birth rates are down and the average age is going up. That's a sizable voting base for Republicans. So get their votes now, because once they die, they'll vote Democrat. You know, Lee, I had a number of bad ideas when I was young. I grew out of them by being exposed to their results. It's that old line, a conservative is just a liberal mugged by reality. Yeah. The problem is reality isn't doing much mugging anymore. We need reality muggers.
I think that might be starting recently. I mean, here in New York, we saw it during our campaign. The younger voters were concerned about crime and public safety.
They had to be.
Right. Yeah. And then you see what's going on in the world overseas, and now when you start thinking, like, what's the most important issue that's facing America? Now, instead of John Kerry lecturing you that it's about, climate change and whatever he's pushing on the global stage, or Al Gore, times have changed a bit, but conservatives need to speak to these young voters. When I went to these places to talk to the students, they're listening. Mm-hmm. But I don't think enough Republicans are even showing up. Yeah. And part of it is showing up in person, but it's also on social media. They're not getting their news from traditional news sources. They're getting it maybe from, Snapchat 1 year, and then 5 years later, it's some new social media platform. So I feel like Republicans, conservatives, are not engaging well enough through the mediums.
You don't think Mitch McConnell has it in with the kids?
I think, by the way, to your theory, I wish that, Maxine Waters and Nancy Pelosi and some of these others who have aged had found a conservative bent somewhere along the way, but that's not the case. And they look up, like these Democrat leaders, they're still getting the votes. Joe Biden's still getting the votes. But I think that there's an opportunity for young, fresh, conservative ideas and relatability to show up. And I think that they're listening. We saw it in New York last year.
All right. Jim, I have an idea, all right? You know where truth comes? Comedy. Comedy is where you hear truth. People love going to comedy clubs, and you listen to somebody say things that they're thinking but can't say. Why don't they teach comedy in college? Wouldn't that make God, it would probably be terrible, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. You couldn't last. I remember in 1995, I said the word chick on stage, and they withheld my pay because they said I was sexist. They said I was sexist. Because I used to have a joke. I had long hair down to here, and I said I got pulled over on the way here, and the cop goes, why I pulled you over? I go, because I look like a chick. It was just a stupid opening joke, and they withheld my pay and weren't going to pay me because they said I was sexist. And this is in 1995, so imagine what will go on now on a college campus. That's why no comics really do colleges anymore. They know.
Yeah, it's not hilarious. Used to be a profit center. Now it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not. You don't even go there. But I mean, I was like this when I was younger too, because I lived in the city in a shoebox, and I had all these crazy ideas. I was going to change the world. And then when I got older and I moved to the suburbs, I had to start paying taxes. I'm like, why is my money going here? This is ridiculous. This isn't my cause. So I get it. But then again, they say as you get older, you get more conservative. Then wouldn't Joe Biden be in QAnon?
Yeah.
Maybe he is QAnon.
His brain went a long time ago. Katie, if this is true, that the older you get, the more conservative you get, isn't there some kind of shortcut, like an HOV lane to speed the process up?
Yeah.
Like a transfer of wisdom that like gets directly to the source?
Maybe a shot of some kind.
Yes.
I don't know. I've always called myself a grumpy millennial because I've never been a liberal. I guess that makes me wiser than all of the people in my generation. The problem is we keep bailing these people out. Like we're paying for their student loans. They're living with their parents till they're 35. They're paying for all of their bills. So the whole process of having reality mug you literally sometimes in New York or Washington, D.C. isn't happening, and so people aren't actually growing into being more responsible, which means being a conservative.
Yeah. Were you ever a leftist, Emily? A liberal? You were a defense attorney, correct?
Yes, that was during the hiring freeze in California of all the DAs.
Ah,
That's right. That's right.
So you were a diversity hire.
No.
I don't even know.
Whatever. We had our holiday party at Raiders Stadium while I was cheering. They totally loved me. Anyway, I had to tell you too, because I actually took a comedy class at NYU. I was a visiting student, like I took a semester during the summer, and I took a class on comedy.
Wow.
It existed, but that was back in 1999.
Did it pay off?
No, I mean I don't even know what I learned. To your point.
Yes.
I think the problem with the headline is not that age makes you more conservative. It is that experience makes you more conservative because you are mugged by reality, because you are earning your money. You're parting with your effort and labor. You're seeing the fruits of all of your work, and you're seeing it, for the most part, going to because you're seeing high taxes that are going toward a bunch of recidivist felons out on the street and crime everywhere. And I just think what's so terrible about all of these kids running around in La La Land, like Joe Malone's son that, started the Harvard letter and whatever, it's the Upper East Side effect, is that how many congresspeople and mayors have we seen that have now gone back on their word about defunding the police?
Yeah.
Their bloody nose and their black eye. We need more police force. Like, the whole point is that they get to turn around and turn back on their statements now that they've seen the light, that crime, yes, hurts, violence is terrible, but that it's preventable. But what is impossible to claw back are all the lives lost because of those idiots. So the problem is all of us that sit on this side and have just frankly common sense see the mistakes that are being perpetuated at the cost of human lives. That's the saddest part.
It is the saddest part. Apparently that comedy class did not pay off. All right, up next, a Dem from the Lone Star State who likes to berate.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.